This section is called Graduation Events, 21st May 2008. Again, this is M5, Volume 4.
As everyone can see, it's pretty dismal in Endgame these days. I heard on the evening news that American gasoline will be $5-6/gallon by the end of this summer. Clutch the pearls. Warmongering Washington wants to cause more of the world difficulties and the economy is about to collapse. Israel is to blame for initiating this type of endgame on Earth. War and credit controls are both Iranian in origin, and the Zionists are doing the Iranian Empire's bidding. However, that is not what this segment is about. I want to give you some new information concerning graduation. On the phone tonight, Val wondered out loud what he would do when his incarnation was over. I told him that he'd go to the library on 27, as he told me he wanted to do in an earlier conversation. You can do whatever you would like to do until your awakened final incarnation engages your nexus of time. As per earlier segments, you know that the nexus of time is the central feature of your higher self and Shim's incarnations while in a galaxy game. As soon as the final activates the nexus, all incarnational streams instantly become part of that higher self as far as memory. All galaxy game blocks are removed as part of the graduation process. Our simultaneous path incarnations cease to be as they were and each becomes one with your higher self. The activation process of the nexus is instantaneous and the return of all the hundreds of simultaneous strands of that higher self is rapid. All your incarnational memories are now available. Every single experience, from your decision to enter this galaxy game onward, as well as previous to the game, is there for your access and assessments. This is a most wonderful time for the game graduate. The graduating higher self will definitely pause to self-evaluate the whole experience. There is no rapid, get out of town, or flee the scene attitude. However, the graduates will move to a different area set aside for the purpose of reorienting yourself after the massive game experiences. You will not proceed alone but will move with your higher self friends who began this galaxy game with you. In this new area, you will review and share experiences with your friends. You will be able to easily access any incarnation you choose and consider interactions of them with your friends. Sharing experiences with all your blocks removed will be an extremely meaningful event on many levels. Graduating higher selves will also be greeted by this Galaxy Games creator, S, who will be available to answer questions concerning the game itself and the mechanics of it. There will be unique information given to the graduates by these creator, S, as to where they may wish to explore next once they are ready to move on. Your abilities are drastically increased. As to how, this will be made known to you by intuition and the Galaxy Game creator, S. Meeting the game's creator, S, will be a very rewarding event. When your higher self is ready to move on, Shim may do so alone, but I feel safe in saying you will move on with your friends. Becoming the Galaxy Game creator is an option, however it is not the only option. You will have to wait until that time to get that question you have formed answered. Trying to convey, in a minuscule way, what the graduating higher self feels upon this successful completion is really impossible. Think of how you felt when you graduated from school, the relief of being done and moving on. That pales in comparison, but you have something to consider. Remember, too, that you will not be your current incarnation. You will be your true, real, whole self of which this incarnation is only a fraction. You will have a new level of maturity. You will know the expressions of both your male and your female energies. You will no longer be either one or the other, but will be in complete balance, one of the rewards of graduation. Without the Galaxy Game experience, you would not be able to comprehend what male or female really means and the unique energies generated by these vibrations of yours. As a graduate, you will be able to use male-female energies with the skills of a surgeon and the brush of a master artist. You will be able to say, "Now I understand." At this review time with friends, I can tell you that the higher self of the Earth planetary spirit will also be there. What a wonderful time to get unique insights from that friend of mine. Keep in mind that all our communications will be in rotes. Rotes have the total experience contained with all the emotion, senses and more. We will be able to share experiences just as that higher self did and they can experience yours. This will truly be a marvelous time spent together. There will no longer be any need for the library on Focus 27 as that would seem like a preschool book compared to what our higher selves know. We will have no desire to go back there, not that it would be possible anyway. The game will continue without us. The polarities will vie for control. The search for the current simultaneous planet will have the sequential game addicts doing their thing and looking for the next group of pre-graduates. The Galaxy game we are currently in has a long existence to go yet with new higher selves entering the sequential path and sequentials making their leap of faith to the simultaneous path. And we, graduates of the Earth Galaxy Game Simultaneous Path experience, will be moving on to bigger and better adventures. How wonderful. For the last simultaneous planet and the next have different class names. There is only one of each and ours is Earth Terran Galaxy Game. So, during these endgame difficult times, and those that will be much worse very quickly, keep this segment in mind as well as my best advice to you, trust in your higher self.